Hello Year 3, welcome to your first maths video of this week. Your learning objective today is can I solve division problems with a remainder and use my knowledge of repeated subtraction. So, have your scrap pieces of paper ready or your whiteboard and pen, because I will ask you to have a go at certain things as well. So pause the video. How many squares can you make with 17 sticks? Count how many sticks we've got here in this image and how many squares were we able to make with them. Then have a go at answering these questions, completing these sentences, and then play the video when you're ready. Okay, let's see how many sticks we've got here in this image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we do have all 17 sticks. How many squares were we able to make with them? So there are 17 sticks. There are how many groups of 4? Well, each square represents one group of 4 because a square has 4 sides. So how many groups of 4 are there? This is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. So we've got 4 groups of 4, or 4 times 4, which is 16. There is how many sticks remaining? Well, we can see that here we've got 1 stick left over that we weren't able to make a complete square with. So there is 1 stick remaining. So therefore, when making groups of 4 with the number 17, so if we were to divide 17 by 4 and put them in equal groups of 4 like we've done here, 17 divided by 4 equaled how many groups of 4? Well, we've got 4 groups of 4, but we also had 1 stick remaining. So this is how we would represent it. 17 divided by 4 equals 4 remainder 1, because we were able to make 4 groups of 4 and we had 1 stick left over. So 4 remainder 1. Okay, for this question, I want you to have a go at representing this yourself on your whiteboard or piece of paper. The mathstronaut makes stick triangles using 13 sticks. He uses his triangles to help him calculate 13 divided by 3. How many triangles can he make? How many are left over? So before we draw this together, I want you to have a go to do this by yourself and play the video when you're ready. Okay, I'm going to use my shape pen. Right, so we've got 13 sticks and we are making triangles to help us calculate 13 divided by 3. Why are we making triangles to figure out 13 divided by 3? Well, because triangles have got how many sides? 3 sides. So essentially 13 divided by 3 means the number 13 divided into groups of 3, because each triangle has 3 sides. So we're making groups of 3 to represent this division. Now let's see how many triangles we can make with 13 sticks, or how many groups of 3 we can make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I've used all my 13 sticks. Now pause the video. How many triangles have I been able to make with the 13 sticks? and how many do I have left over? Based on how we represented the answer in the previous slide, can you have a go at writing a division number sentence and representing the answer? Then play the video when you're ready. Okay, so we have completed 13 divided by 3 by putting the number, sharing the number 13 into groups of 3, because each triangle has got 3 sides. So 13 divided by 3 equals, let's see how many groups we were able to make. 1 full group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3, and 4 groups of 3. So we've made 4 groups of 3, and we had 1 stick remaining. So 13 divided by 4 equals 4 remainder 1, because we had 1 stick remaining that we weren't able to use to make a full triangle with. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, if we can use repeated addition, I was meant to cover this page up, but it's fine. If we can use repeated addition as a method to help us calculate multiplication, so for example, if we have got 2 times 3, we might add the number 2 together 3 times. What could we use to help us with a division number sentence? Well, we could use repeated subtraction to solve a division number sentence. How are we going to do this? You have learned the repeated subtraction method in year 2, I believe. So that's good if you can remember. If not, how do you think we're going to use repeated subtraction to solve a division number sentence? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, so you could just start writing your subtractions down. What are we going to subtract? So we've got the number 22. We're dividing it by 4. So what we are going to do is subtract the number 4 however many times we can. So we would do 22 minus 4, and the answer minus 4, and the answer to that minus 4, until we can no longer subtract. How could we use this number line to help us with the subtraction? You can pause the video and have a go at doing this by yourself. If you've got a ruler, you can use which you should have in your packs. You can use the ruler, start on number 22, and keep subtracting 4 until you can no longer subtract. Okay, so starting on the number 22, we're going to keep subtracting 4 until we can no longer subtract. That is the method of repeated subtraction when we're trying to calculate a division number sentence. So where would I land if I was to subtract 4? I'm going to count backwards 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1 jump of 4. And I've landed on 18. Can I do 18 minus 4? Yes, because 18 is larger than 4. So what's 18 minus 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lands on 14. So that's another jump of 4. Can I do 14 minus 4? Yes, because 14 is larger than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it would land on 10. That's another jump of 4. How many full jumps have we been able to make so far? 1, 2, 3. Can I keep going? Can I subtract 4 from the number 10? Yes, because the number 10 is larger than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. Can I subtract 4 from the number 6? Yes, because 6 is still larger than 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One more jump of 4. Okay, can I subtract 4 from the number 2? No. Why can I not subtract 4 from 2? Well, because 2 is smaller than 4, so I can't subtract 4 from it. If you hold up 2 fingers, you can't subtract 4 fingers from 2 fingers because you don't have enough. So, how many full jumps have I been able to make? So this represents -4, 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps. What number have we landed on? 2. So 22 divided by 4 equals, how many full jumps have I been able to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the number that you have landed on represents the remainders, how many you will have left over when you're dividing 22 into 4 equal groups or groups of 4. So it's 5 full jumps, remainder 2. My handwriting is not the best when I'm using the computer. Remainder 2. 22 divided by 4 equals 5, remainder 2. The 5 represents the equal groups of 4 that we've got, and the 2 represents the number of the number remaining, how many we've got left over. Okay. Hannah has less than 20 balloons. She hangs them up in groups of 4 and has 1 balloon left over. How many balloons could she have? You can have a go at, this is a problem solving question, so you can have a go at drawing the balloons or representing them as groups of 4, however you want to do it. But you need to remember that Hannah has less than 20 balloons. So whatever number you come up to, it has to be less than 20, and it has to have 1 balloon left over, and they have to be in groups of 4. So pause the video and have a go at solving this problem and play the video when you're ready. Okay, well done for having a go. Now, there are 2 ways that you could do this. You could either use your knowledge of your multiplication tables, your 4 times tables to solve this question, or you can use pictorial representations. If you know, well, let's start with the pictorial representation and then we'll move on to using our knowledge of our 4 times tables. So we know that the balloons are in groups of 4. So I'm going to create 1 group of 4, 3, 4. That's 1 group of 4. Can I make another full group of 4 for the and have less than 20 balloons? Yes, because if I count in 4s, the next lot I've got 4 and then I will have 8. So that's less than 20, so I can do that. That's another group of 4. Can I make another group of 4 and have 1 remaining and still have less than 20 balloons? Well, I've got 4, 8. If I was to make another group, I will have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, 8, 12 balloons I've got so far. Can I make another group of 4 and have 1 remaining and still have less than 20 balloons? 4, 8, 12. What's the next number counting in 4s? 16. So I can make another group of 4, and if I have 1 left over, I will have 17, which is still less than 20 balloons. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got 4, 8, 12, 16. Now, can I make another group of 4? Well, let's see. If I make another group of 4, let's see how many balloons we will have left altogether. We will have altogether. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And if I was to have 1 remaining, I will have 21. So that's not correct because Hannah has less than 20 balloons. So this last group of 4, I can't have because that's extra. But if I was to have 4, 8, 12, 16 balloons and have 1 remaining, so 4 groups of 4 and have 1 remaining, I will have 17 balloons, and that is less than 20 balloons. So this is how I could do it. If you have a better method, a more efficient method of using your 4 times tables, you would know that 4 times 5 equals 20. And if you have 1 balloon left over, you will have 21. So you can't have 5 groups. But you know that 4 times 4 equals 16. And if you have 1 remaining, you will have 17. So you could have also used your knowledge of your 4 times tables to do this. So 22 divided by 4, 20. Oh no, sorry, we're not going to represent this with a division number sentence because we don't have 20 balloons. Okay, so this is how you could do it. So now it's your turn to choose between activity 1 and activity 2 based on the methods that we have done. Then you could challenge yourself with activity 3. So activity 1 is similar to the first 2 slides that we did when we drew triangles and squares. So this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to make sticks, squares, or triangles depending on whether you're dividing by 3 or dividing by 4. If you're dividing by 3, you're going to represent the sticks using triangles because triangles have 3 sides. If you're dividing by 4, you're going to represent this using squares because squares have 4 sides. Remember to represent your answer with a remainder because you will have some sticks left over. So your answer would be, for example, for the first one, it says 16 divided by 3. How many equal groups of 3 have we been able to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equal groups. And how many do you have left over? 1. So it would be 5 remainder 1. So you must represent your remainders too and have a go at doing the rest. Now, if you want to use the number line method and the repeated subtraction method to solve these divisions, you can complete activity 2. Make sure you draw your number lines neatly if you're drawing number lines. If you want to just represent it as repeated subtractions and count how many times you were able to subtract this number from the beginning number, then that's fine too. And this is your challenge. Okay, I need to see your best presentation and best handwriting in your work. So even if you're using lined paper, if you don't have square paper, you need to try your best to represent your work neatly. If you're drawing lines, you need to make sure you're using a ruler. Choose the activity that's best for you, the method that best suits you, and I look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Mandela class.